This is DJ Kenny Casanova from thedjservice.com, giving you the top 10 ways to really save money at your wedding. Number 10, lose the limo. Not everybody even sees you pull into the venue. Only a few people do, really. Usually the photographer. You might get some cool pictures with the shot, but you could go with a friend's classic car. You can go with a muscle car. You could go with a cool ride that maybe your uncle uses. It doesn't even really matter. So dropping the limo is going to save you hundreds of dollars in the long run. Embrace the off-season. Number 9, embrace the off-season. Usually your prime time really is July and August. But if you went a little bit into June, or even May, or even April, or maybe the other side, October or November, you could be really saving some money in the long run, because some of the halls out there, they book up hard for these months, but then after August or so, say, they got some little better deals available. That's for Saturdays usually too. If you can book on a Friday or Sunday, the savings are going to be really big. Getting by with a little help from your friends is number 8. That means posse up with your friends and see what their strengths are. Quite often, sometimes your friends may be photographers, or they might be caterers, or perhaps they may be musicians. These are all ways that you could kind of throw your friends into the mix and save some big cash in the long run. Invitations. You don't got to go real crazy with invitations now these days. You could just email somebody. There are also websites designed to get the word out there just for a particular wedding. So keep that in mind, and also think about do-it-yourself or kind of invitations that are more fun and more creative and more crafty, so you don't have to go with the real thick, expensive printed stuff. Take a look online. You'll find all kinds of great ideas. Flowers. There's a lot of ways to save flowers. That's number 6. Save money on flowers. One would be to think about the actual bud size. If you use sunflowers, they're this big. You might only need 2 or 3. Another thing that you can do is you can contact your local BOCES or your local vocational school and see if they have a floral program where the kids can make a project out of it. If they can do that, you're going to save big bucks. Number 5, wedding attire. There's lots of different options where you can save money with your bridal dollars. You don't have to buy from a traditional bridal salon. When you do that, the money skyrockets. They smell it coming. So take a look at different department stores. Sometimes they'll have dresses that are perfect for a wedding, but you're just not buying it from the place that has wedding on the price tag. Location is number 4. Think about where you are going to have your reception. This is the big one, because a lot of places have catering built in, and it's a big part of their money, and you pay per plate. If you're able to actually bring your own caterer in and bring your own alcohol into a place per se, you may be able to save a lot of money that way. So you can actually choose and be more selective and get the actual place that you want versus a place that you want but then a price that you don't want. Food and drink. Another way to save money is to really think about your menu options, shop around, see what they're offering for food. Sometimes buffets are a little bit cheaper because there's less on the serving side needed, less staff. Another thing is alcohol. By eliminating the traditional full bar to maybe 1 or 2 hours of full bar, you can save yourself a heck of a lot of money as well. Also, if they let you bring in your own bartender and your own booze, you're going to save a ton of cash. Let's see, number 2, limit the guests' bottom line. Limiting the guests' bottom line is probably one of the biggest ways to save money, in that you figure some of the caterers these days are somewhere in the area of $50 plus a plate. So if there are 2 people you haven't seen in forever and you're just inviting them because you feel like you have to, because maybe your parents like them or something like that, keep in mind you'll save $100 or more just by leaving those 2 people off the list. And finally, the number 1 important thing to think about when trying to save money for your wedding is to prioritize everything. Really sit down with your fiance and figure out what it is that is most important to them and what's not so important. And compare and take notes, because it could be that something that you both think the other one wants may not really want, and that can be eliminated. And on the inverse of that, if you're eliminating something that, or talking about eliminating something that is more important to your spouse that you actually believe it is, that could cause some more stress and some problems. So prioritizing everything is a key to really figuring out where you can save money. This is Kenny Casanova, the DJService.com in Albany, New York. If you're interested in booking us for any weddings and we help plan, the phone number is 518-506-3305. Thank you very much, and we'll see you later.